and Clarksville was my only territory, I would go online every week and look up every event. And I would attend every event in my, ooh, sorry, I almost fell. I would attend, I'm not drunk, I swear. I would attend every event that I possibly could wearing some kind of logo advertising what I did. And draw conversation to people. Another thing that I think is really important is giving them something to bring back, so you know that you had an effect on them. In other words, if you just go and talk to people, you go to a festival and you're wearing your logo shirt and everything, and you're talking and everything else, but you don't give them something, then you've lost them, because you have no way to guarantee they're ever going to come back to you. It's hard to get information from people other than at these networking events. But a lot of times people don't want to hand you your business card. But if you give them something back, so I have Moe's Bucks. I give out a $5 Moe's Bucks at every meeting. I have people that are collecting them and going to go take the whole family out to eat with them. The point is that no one ever forgets me. And I don't think it's my New York accent or my red hair. I think it's my $5 Moe's Bucks. Because nobody ever forgets. And they might not remember that my name is Linda, but they know me, I'm the Moe's lady. You know, and so if I could give you any advice to anybody in any industry, is it takes nothing to go on the computer and make up anything. You know, financial services, offer 10% off, offer a free consultation, chiropractic. We meet so many chiropractors in this industry, and not once have I gotten a coupon to come in for a free consultation. You know, and I'm a little interested. You know, we've had some people talk about acupuncture and things. I've never done it. I'm a little nervous. If they gave me a free trial, I'm 99% sure I would go. You know, and I don't know, I know that I get calls from the stores and say, how many Moe's Bucks did you give out today? Because people will literally go that night, especially in a Monday event, because Mo Monday is $5. So, like I said, I wasn't really prepared about this, but this is what I'm passionate about. I work for, I shouldn't say this out loud, but I work for Texas Roadhouse, and they had just opened in Hendersonville, which is where I live. And they asked me to be their LSM, local store marketer. New concept in a restaurant, never heard of it, had no idea what I was doing. And they said, we just want you to get the word out about our restaurant. Well, very similar to Logan's, they had peanuts, and I would make the hostesses fill bags of peanuts all night long for me, and I would load up my trunk, and I would go to every business in Hendersonville and hand out bags of peanuts, and tell them, this is what you need to do, come eat with us. Sometimes I staple a coupon on, sometimes I just leave them the bag of peanuts. You know, I never left the house without my business card here, free kids meals here, and a free advertising card here, you know, and then I just had one pocket for your information if I could get it. But the point was that I always had something to track my success. You know, I know I'm doing it, you know, the numbers show something, but to have that piece of paper come back and say, hey, I got this at the boat parade. You know, I set up a booth and everywhere I could go, I just handed out free peanuts everywhere. I became the face of Texas Roadhouse, okay? I lost that job because we got a new general manager, and the new general manager was so jealous of everybody wanting to see me that he fired me. I mean, he came up with an excuse, but it's the honest to God truth. It's been 7 years since I worked there. People still ask for me there. And I had that much of an impact because I got involved in the community. And with Moe's, even just the little bit I spend in each area, because I'm spread so thin, Spring Hill, I go once a month to a meeting, once a month. But everybody in Spring Hill knows me. I do ribbon cutting after ribbon cutting after ribbon cutting in Spring Hill because I go to the chamber meetings at dawn every month and they know me. That's the best advice I can give to anybody, is get your face out there and try to give people something. Like, if you're going to continue to go to these networking meetings, if you take anything away from my speech today, I suggest you go make something to give them that's going to make them want to contact you again, not just send you that email, nice to meet you, blah, 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 I'd love some information. You know what I mean? Does anyone have any questions or feedback? I'd love to hear any stories that you have of grassroots networking that has worked. Anybody? Oh, come on.
I think it's a key is just being able to find out the events.
Right.
And then tailor them and put them in your schedule.
Absolutely. And just another thing, that's a great point. Even if you can't go, delegate somebody else that works for you. Teenage kids are awesome. Send them to the soccer field. Like, I'm just, you know, food is what I know, so it's easy, but, you know, find something, a good event that would be good for you. And if you can't go, get someone else to go. Anybody that can smile and wear a logo shirt or wear a hat can do it for you. They don't have to have a lot of information. Oh, I'm helping my dad out today, you know, here, coupons, whatever. The whole idea is you're only, if you do a marketing campaign and you go to events and you give out 1,000 coupons, realistically, you're only going to get 3 to 5% back. It's a very small number. So you have to get out there and give all that out. Now, you may only get 3 to 5% back in the coupons. You're still drawing in a lot more business, but people don't always bring them back, but they remember you. I'm sure people don't use the Mo's books, but they still remember me because I gave it to them. So, yes.
I got into credit card processing back in 2003. I live here in Clarksville. At the time, there was no networking events, and everybody in my office was in D&I and of Nashville. So my boss told me, she said, why don't you start one? So we started Clarksville Networking Group back in 2003. We're still going strong. We meet twice a month on the first Tuesday and the third Tuesday of every month at the new hotel over here by Sam's. And we would love for people to come check us out.
Absolutely. What time is the meeting?
7:30 in the morning.
Right. Okay, see, now, I hear you. So, my big challenge, we opened up a store in Clarksville, November was a year. I came out here about 2 months early, started driving around, started going to different companies, bringing them menus, getting their information. We had a big grand opening, invited everybody, we joined the chamber, and I have done absolutely zero with the chamber because I have 8 stores and I live in Hendersonville. For me to get here at 7:30 in the morning, it's not gonna happen. As much as I would love to come to your networking group. So the situation for me is I decided exactly, I checked out, I went to the chamber, I went online, I Googled every single networking available for Clarksville, and I came up with not one lunch event, not one meeting at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, where a lot of people are busy. And I think that the luncheons attract busy people, just like the things before hours, because people only have their lunch hour to run out and meet people. They can't take away from their busy day. This is a great time to meet. We all have to eat.
Right.
You know, and to be able to eat and do this at the same time, that's like a win-win. We're working through lunch and we're having a good time and meeting great people. You know? So I agree, and that's why we're here today, because like you, I had the same situation. There was no networking at lunch. I got with Lori and we started this, and I guarantee you within the next 3 months we'll have 30 people here every time, because there's no one else doing it. And you'll get the word out on your meeting, and hopefully some of the people that live locally will come to your networking, and it'll be great.
Well, we had an after hours last week. One of the members had it at his office. He's a chiropractor, and it was awesome. I think we had 30 people come that night.
That's great.
Good. So we're going to try to have more of those.
Right.
May I ask you what hotel that is? Is that
That's Western.